Welcome back from that break. Let us look at news in business. In business today, Total, E&P and CNOOC pulled out of the Tullow farm deal over tax. This is contrary to the information in the public domain that earlier put down the breakdown of a transaction to a disagreement between the government and Tullow Oil, the seller, over capital gains tax. Vincent Seruma, the Assistant Commissioner, Public and Corporate Affairs in the Commissioner General's Office, Uganda Revenue Authority, joins us today to explain this further. Vincent,
yes.
What's happening in the oil and gas sector? We hear a lot of issues about taxes and certain multinationals have pulled out. What's going on?
Well, I think you just had these things come through in the media, but what I can say is that Uganda as a country has been very consistent in the way it has approached this whole matter of tax, and I just want to tell Ugandans that for your information, because we've been very steadfast in the way we approach our matters, that's why Uganda was able to actually get the first initial payment of the capital gains tax, and that's what actually became part of government's counterpart funding for the Isimba Dam and the Karuma Dam. And I think that's very important for Ugandans to know that it came from that tax. But for the current transaction which is going on, is similar to the earlier transaction in terms of policy, in terms of tax law, and therefore should be similar in terms of treatment.
Right, well, because your URA,
yes,
your thoughts should be failing.
No, we are not said to be failing, because we operate our business within the defined laws.
Right.
Unless if the laws are changed, we can't apply them otherwise.
Yes.
We do not make laws as you are. However, for the specifics of the matters related to these investments in the oil and sector by Tullow, CNOOC and Total, the Minister of Finance, who is also the custodian of the URA or the tax authority, gave a position. The government is aware of these discussions, these issues, and is involved in discussions on how to see a better way forward for all parties involved. So I want to appeal to Ugandans that let's give government an opportunity to see how to move these discussions forward for the good of this country.
Right. That was news in business. Today for our Pole of Africa series, we look at the Nyege Festival. Uganda is a destination for various festivals, especially towards the end of the year. September kicked off with Nyege Festival that attracted revelers from all over the world.
Uganda is a destination for various festivals, especially towards the end of the year. September kicked off with Nyege Festival that attracted revelers from all over the world, including those from the East African region. The crowd for this 4-day event started off before the D-Day. By Wednesday, Ginger's population had doubled. This is a fest where revelers showcase fashion. The dress code vary according to body shapes, mood, and the activity to engage in at the moment. The ladies were present to make this happen. Entertainment is a major contributor to Nyege Festival, since the disc jockeys have to serve nationals from across the globe. Every point at the fest had a DJ playing all kinds of music.
Now, what inspired your outfit?
Just simply one thing, African women.
Performances from various top artists in all the genres of music take on mostly at night, since revelers do not sleep but keep engaging all through the night. However, those who can't handle staying up late in the night, camping is a good option. To catch up on how the 4 days of Nyege Nyege Festival 2019 went down, visit our website, which is newvision.co.ug/Pearl of Africa.
For more Pearl of Africa stories, visit our website www.newvision.co.ug/Pearl of Africa, or get yourself a copy of the Sunday Vision that carries more of these adventure stories. In our special report today, we look at why you should learn Chinese language. Many people have embraced the study of the Chinese language in Uganda, and this is because the Chinese language is among the most spoken languages in the world, and Mandarin Chinese is spoken by 1.1 billion people across the world. New Vision TV looks at why you should learn this language.
尊敬的各位来宾、女士们、先生们，大家下午好。
Communication is a major factor in strengthening relationships. Such can be romantic or business relationships. But how can these be sustained if the two parties speak different languages? A case in point is the China-Uganda relations. This Asian country has greatly dominated many projects in the country and Africa at large. The most prominent project is improving the continent's infrastructure to ease transport and communication. Even though Uganda has close to 40 indigenous languages, there is need for many to tap into learning the Chinese language. Mandarin is the Chinese language spoken by 1.1 billion people across the globe. In order to get this language closer to Ugandans, the Chinese embassy partnered with Vision Group, a leading media agency in Uganda. The partnership gave birth to 3 projects. These include My China Story AC competition, Up Close with Xi Jinping, Thought on Diplomacy, and Let's Talk Chinese. The 5-month project has seen winners who have won a fully paid trip to China. At a function to award winners who participated in the Let's Talk Chinese contest held at Golden Tullow Hotel in Kampala, the editor-in-chief of Vision Group, Barbara Kaija, explained why it is important to learn the Chinese language.
To build a community that would understand China in Uganda and would understand Africa in China. The aim was for us to understand each other. And we're doing a number of projects, but I think noteworthy is this project of the language. We hadn't interacted with the Confucius Institute a lot, but we've come to interact with the Confucius Institute now, and it's amazing what is happening. I was just checking out your website, and it is interesting to note that there are actually weekend classes in the Chinese for those who want to learn the Chinese language.
At the function, the participants were taken through demonstrations that would enable them learn the language faster and easily.
Do Chinese students officially start to study English at the 3rd grade in primary school?
1, 2, 3. The correct answer is yes.
China is unique. I can't wait to be there. I can't wait to be part of the Chinese culture.
Vision Group Deputy Managing Director Jarvis Indianaba was grateful for the continued efforts from the embassy to impact Ugandans.
This is one of the many areas where we've had a lot of cooperation, and we are We don't take this for granted. This is friendship that is not just friendship between the embassy and Vision Group, but it is friendship between the Chinese people and the Ugandan people.
Chinese ambassador is optimistic the China-Uganda relations are at their best.
At present, China-Uganda relationship is at its best in history. Our bilateral relations have been elevated to a new level of comprehensive cooperative partnership. Winners from today's contest will visit China in October this year, which happens to be the 70th anniversary of the founding of the People's Republic of China.
The Ministry of Education named 35 schools countrywide where the Chinese language would be taught.
That was New Vision TV News. Thank you for watching. We'll catch you next time. I leave you with a fact file.